We got Brian Insurance in the house, and what do you guys got going on?
Well, do y'all remember Friday of last week?
Friday of
CrowdStrike
last week.
Oh
yeah.
I was at a hotel and I got up that morning and tried to log into the office computer.
And then try it again.
Get on,
And then try
yeah.
it again.
And then I got an email from Tommy. Guess what? This happened. Couldn't even really check out of the hotel. I mean, I did, but they couldn't charge me. What happened when y'all got here? You said
Yeah.
you didn't have
No, our TSN News was
TSN News was gone. So I think that hit, everybody in one way or the other. So we thought we would talk about that and how it relates to cyber liability.
Excellent.
That we talk about all the time.
Yeah, we always talk about cyber liability, and a lot of people, a lot of customers, a lot of clients, a lot of prospects, they all have pushback because they don't believe that they would ever get affected. We also talk about a lot of first-party claims where, for social engineering and cyber attacks, where if you click on something, you give up your information. Those are the ones that we mostly push. But this is actually business interruption and third-party claims, something that we don't talk about a lot. It is where another party has a issue that affects your business. They are estimating right now over $2 or $3 billion in losses for the less than 24 hours that CrowdStrike was down.
Dang.
Wow. We're talking hospitals, airlines. They've canceled about 5,000 flights just because of
grocery stores and retail all over which you get
911
payments.
services were down in certain cities. I mean, it affected everyone. It even affected us. I was like sitting at the office, just twiddling my thumbs because we had no access to our system because of
And then
that.
we were like, well, we should notify our clients. Well, we can't. We can't. Their information is on our
Carrier
system.
pigeon.
Yeah.
It's like bust out the old Gemini system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a attack. It wasn't a software attack, but it was a cyber event.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the type of coverage that people have, there would be coverage.
There would be
for that.
coverage. A lot of people that do have cyber policies have a given, a toss on, here's a little bit of coverage just to make us feel better that you have something. But a well-crafted cyber policy would have something called broad business interruption coverage. This is exactly what happened. They had another party that did a software update that crashed everyone. And so this coverage is what you would need on your policy. And something else, if you even go out and get it, there is a deductible. Sometimes it's a time deductible that can last from anywhere from 12 hours to 24 hours, saying if the event only was like 6 hours long, there would be no coverage. So there's things that you have to read in the policy and have someone that understands what they're actually selling to, get you what you need.
But yeah, once again, we say it every time, get a quote. If you own a business, whether you think you have a possibility of a claim or not, get a quote, talk to your agent, find out what the coverages are available. Because nobody, that was just a mistake. It was a big mistake. It's a bad mistake. And do they have some liability? Probably. Do they have enough limits? Do they have billions of dollars worth of limits? No, probably not. So you want to make sure that you're taken care of, your business is taken care of if something like that happens.
I didn't hear the whole story about how they were. Did anybody or you heard any clients that call in and said that their system was compromised by somebody possibly getting in because of that?
No, this was more like people lost money and revenue due to being down.
So people couldn't make payments.
Now,
Right.
is it possible that people could have gotten into their system as a result of this? Sure. It just hadn't come out yet.
Okay.
No, we're more worried about the actual issue, and this is going to be a good test on the cyber liability market and see how they respond to such a large-scale event.
Wow.
Because this is unseen, untested. We're watching it.
It's just weird to me that you got one company that has that much power over that many businesses and organizations and
No
things.
kidding.
I mean, it's a software company. They have
Yeah.
a good program. They have a good PR group. They sell it. I mean, everybody uses it. It's not the only one out there. It's like even in insurance, there's several software companies that, there's like three, the main players.
Three main ones, yeah.
So if one of those goes down, it's kind of like, oh, well, I can't believe this one company has so much power. Well, they really don't. It's just a large-scale event that affected everybody.
All right, so if folks need to get a hold of you guys, find coverage. I mean, because
Right.
I mean, it's weird. I guess with insurance nowadays is that there's so many weird things going on in the world. You got to come up with something all the time.
Well, we talked about this before, like, insurance started out as like a marine policy, when you're shipping something from Europe
Right.
to America. But when you move that cargo from the ship to the buggy,
Then you got another issue.
you have another issue. And
Yeah.
so instead of like, they created a new policy. And what did they call it? Inland marine.
Yeah.
Yay. So this is another one of those things that, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we didn't have a lot of this. We had,
Right.
hackers and whatnot, but we didn't have these ransomware where these companies were being taken over and saying, hey, we'll delete your stuff in 24 hours if you don't give us $10 million. Those are the ones that are completely new, and the cyber policy is there to protect businesses, and this is their solution.
Wow.
So, in 20 or 30 more years, we'll have something else.
Something different. Exactly.
So, if you, like I said, I just beg you to get a quote. Just get a quote. Then you'll know.
They're easy to get a quote. What is it, like a name and an address?
Depends on the type of business
Yeah,
you
it's-
have. It doesn't.
It does not take a lot of information to take care of it.
All right. Well, how do folks get a hold of you guys?
Well, they can call us at 940-549-2525 or come visit us at the second floor of Sierra Bank Building.
If you're over in Hudson Oaks, we're at 2950 Fort Worth Highway, Suite 500, and that's 817-770-0096.
And well, if you can make it online, if we're not having issues, you can visit us online at brianins.com. That's Brian with a Y.
All right. Give them a call and let them help you out. All right.